I'm trying to find back um, the answer you gave me concerning the massage because it got to be very important. So it's hard for me to even try because I know already Samuel told me you will not tell me the truth. So when you did answer me about the massage and you tried to convince me and everybody watching because you did not answer the phone, then it went over the YouTube. If you would have answered the phone, it would not have went on the YouTube. So the public shame, even though I believe it was out of necessity because of the stoning of the woman taken in adultery had to be fulfilled, and so he had to deceive both of us for it to happen. Because without deceiving both of us, we would not be there today for to make it fulfilled. So what I was saying here is that I asked you to tell me the truth about at least something that if you would lie about, it would be very, very evident, okay? So I asked you about the massage, and then I don't know where it is anymore, but you had put the answer, and it was, response from you was that it's because you had a knot in your back. At the time, you already knew that I had desire towards you, even though I cannot explain it myself. And then it should make you glad. Well, yes, okay, it can go both ways, either to be glad that I had desire toward you, or glad that I don't have desire over you, or that I cannot figure out why I had desire over you. Okay, but it should all make you glad, because you are contrary to yourself, you're full of contradiction, and when you did answer about the massage, and you decided to say that there was no possibility of physical contact that would be of nature sexual, then it was clear that you were going to lie about anything and everything. If you could not tell the truth about this, you knew I had desire towards you, you asked me for a massage, what do you think? You say that you're smart, so you should be able to understand why I don't believe you. Then you said that I was stupid to trust you in the first place, but you said I was the predator, and when I showed up at the birthday, you told me, well, you were glad that I disobeyed your voice yet again, because other people just didn't care to even give you a call about your birthday, except I think you said your mother did. Then after, because I was there, then all of a sudden everybody's starting to show up at your place. So I don't think it was any organization whatsoever, but there is a couple things that you don't remember. And you're over here still because you don't remember. You said it, that you had to go through your journal agenda because you could not rely on your memory alone, because you said to me that the reason why you did not put Agenda 2016 out was because you just went over your agenda for your personal remembering those events. For you personally remembering those events, personally consulting over your own agenda, and you did not put on YouTube Agenda 2016, you thought that it was not such a big deal, even though the first video you had put out on the YouTube was, it was missing. It was missing. And now I'm so glad I found it, so I'm going to be able to expose it. I mean, look, when you said you answered another of my question wrong, when you're talking about the voice you heard over the balcony at Sinai. No, it was not over Sinai. I remember, it's the very day that Danny Lavoie opened the door. We were already on the balcony on the second floor at Desjardins, not on Sinai. This at least I could find back somewhere. Okay, I'm just going to go over that. But when you did answer about the voice that told you to be to go easy with me, or to go hard with me, okay, to be harsh with me, to be wicked with me, okay, the voice that told you, and you decided not to listen because you pity me so much with your brotherly love, the same brotherly love as Cain and Abel. So the thing is that you're not Cain, but you sure behave like the seed of the serpent, even though you're not from them, but you do behave like them, for sure. So, brotherly love, putting the lawsuit, I could get, Jesus saved me from 20 years of prison. Well, you call it brotherly love just because you did not answer the phone. So, it was over Desjardins, the second floor balcony. Your apartment, I remember, 207. I remember it. And every time that I go at the cleaning job with Samuel, there's one place that we go to, and the very number 207 is on the door, and every time I see it, I remember it. I remember your place at 207 over Desjardins. Nobody cares. Okay, I mean, you don't live there anymore. You're out somewhere in the forest, hid somewhere with snow. But listen, okay, when you answered about the voice, I asked you, what did this voice told you? You answer me talking about it was over Sinai. So it proves to me that you have no idea anymore what's going on, or you really lie on purpose, because remember this day when I talked about it already, you love to hear me repeat those same thing over and over, else you would answer. This is becoming less because you don't want to be sincere and honest. So, I'm telling you how to end this, and you still don't want to do it. And I'm not talking about a kiss here. Maybe it would have been easier for you to do just that. But, am I saying that it would end if you do kiss me? Well, who knows? But I don't think that in this life any of that is meant for, because I remember what Samuel told me and how we agreed how this will end, and it's not involving a kiss. So it's not involving physical relationship, it's not involving anything up close actually. You should be glad or sorrowful, I don't know. But that's why I said 3 lives. So you had Danny opening the door at your apartment, Desjardins. Second floor, balcony. We were on the balcony. He spoke from the door. He had opened the door and he spoke from the door. He didn't even take the time to even get to you to speak to you about his concern. What was his concern? If you do remember, look into your memory, okay? You were not at Sinai. You were at Desjardins, but you want to make it Sinai because you tried to make your story in a way that you would never invite me at Desjardins. But it was not the truth neither, because you did accept that I would go over Desjardins at least a couple times. Because how is it that I was sat comfortably at peace next to you at Desjardins over the balcony, second floor? Denis Lavoie, he opened the door. And then he stayed there. And we were over the balcony. Okay, out of sight. Then he said out loud, because he was too lazy to just come to you to tell you in your face, that he didn't want to be with you if your son Thomas would not already in the bed. So he would not be bothered. And you had no issue with that, because you said to me that if you would see somebody else, the children would not be yours, then you would not want to take care of them. You told that to me back when we were seeing each other. Okay, another of your secrets, but it's for the sake of remembering you, because your agenda are failing. It seems to me your agenda, your memory, it's all failing to remember you. Elijah remembered the sin of the widow woman in the book of 2 Kings, 1 Kings, I don't know. But you can find the story, and it's pretty much the same thing again. So, it's the same words that are all fulfilled. More than once, even. So, Danny was far, over the door, telling you at what time you put your kid to sleep. You had only Tomo at the time. Then you said that some hour, and then he said, okay, then I'm going to go back here at that hour that you said that you would put Tomo to bed. Well, it was really clear to me from hearing this that, how do you think I came up with this thing about saying fuck friend? It was not just to put you down and to see you broken and to humiliate you. It's for you, okay, to understand that you did make those choices. It's just that you never thought that there would be me coming in your life. And since you didn't know me at all, then you never imagined that there would be somebody who would have the courage to hold to your heel for this long. But remember, Jacob, he did hold to the heel of Cain. No, sorry. Jacob did because, it's from the same root. Because Esau, 2 manner of seed in the womb. And then there was Jacob, there was Esau. Jacob got out second, but he put his hand stretched forth, took a grip over Esau, like saying what? You came out first, but you're not going to be first. Now, this is telling me something else, because, when I did show up at your place, there was already another. I was not the first, but I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do everything I can and I'm going to be first. And then there were other before, there were other after me. And I was kind of in the middle of your life story. So what's the point? Well, the point is that when we were that day, it's that day, over the balcony at Desjardins, that you told me you heard him, not Danny, but Jesus, or, the angel, I don't know, but you heard a voice that was, you said that you were aware it was not your thoughts, it was invisible, it was not somebody that would speak to you that you could see. You said to me, I hear him, but I don't want to do what he's telling me to do. I won't do it. This is what I want to know about. I don't know where you came from with your voice at Sinai, over balcony at Sinai. I don't know where it is, what it is about. What I do remember is when you told me over the balcony at Desjardins. And I remember exactly that it was the same day as when Danny opened the door, he stayed there, and he said to you at what hour you put your son to sleep. And then you told him at some hour, I don't remember exactly what hour, but you told him what hour, and then he said back, then at this hour I will come back. So, showing his intention, showing the dynamic of your relationship, but you were agreeing to it because you yourself, you said if you would be with someone having their own children, you would not take care of them. And he had also a girl. And so it was like, okay, you got your son Tomo, he's got his girl, I don't know her name, and you would agree to, have a relationship. Maybe you thought the relationship would evolve, but it ended up that it was, okay, your own story about this. But what I want to know is why you lie to me, knowing that I come to you with Jesus, and Jesus is the truth, and you still lie to me. Part 6.66. You lie to me, and I'm telling you I'm coming here to you with Jesus. Jesus is the truth, you lie to me still. So, So, well, that was extraordinary prediction when Samuel told me you would keep to the lie to the end. And here, okay, you did manifest yourself again, and it's how do you manifest yourself? Shut up. Okay, this is what you are. This is what's on your mind. You're angry, but it must be so much exciting to you. Because there's not a man that you ever known that can do this with you. And Samuel also confirmed to me that you love it to receive those stones. That might be why in one of your comments you said that you had left some stones that I had not turned. They were left unturned and you were kind of let down because I did not search enough to throw them back at you. So you love it, but you hate to be confronted to your own reality. So, pas besoin de me chanter la pomme. To seduce, it's a French expression which means to seduce, but it's by singing. You remember le lullaby? Seduce, or to try to seduce with words and more words. Okay, so chanter la pomme. Fuck you. So what is more believable? Trump just got shot, what the fuck? What is more believable between this and your story with your answer you gave me regarding the massage, that it was because you had a knot in your back and you said that you just wanted to verify if it went both ways, you cured me, but you don't even believe that you cured me because you don't even believe that I have ever had sickness. But I mean, I'm 41 years old and I'm looking like Keanu Reeves, okay? So, in terms of vitality, okay, I mean, this by itself, it's not common, neither. At 41 years old, I was, making the video from yesterday and I had to run a little bit left and right because I was looking for this tower statue. I didn't even know that there was water coming out from it, but tower, Magdalene the tower, and then there's water that came out from it, and I didn't even know that there was water coming from it, but there's the water, and then there's the tower, Magdalene Tower, and Magdalene, when I told you Magdalene, you said it must be true, and your head was bowed down. So, that me was bowing down my head to you, because I'm telling you how to find Jesus, so you can worship him, because why I'm doing this, because even Kelly told me that it's for you to be with Jesus, not for me to be with you. And I have to accept that. So you say, shut up. And then you've got René Feinlein, I don't know what he's doing here. Nolan the liar. We had an issue because of the long hair, and I told him, well, okay, so maybe there's another competition. My cousin saying that she's now getting her hair to grow again after threatening me of shaving. So how does it work? I don't know, because maybe she thought, okay, I'm going to shut up because she threatened me to cut her hair, but I don't even see you. So, Nolan the liar. Does Jesus tell Jonathan Nolan to lie and make fun of others? If he makes up, coming from you, really? If he makes up stuff, then surely he made up that he is Elijah from the Bible, SMH. Okay, there's hardly ever comments there. Well, I don't get much comment neither, but it's just that nobody cares. You see a new avatar with the tomato ketchup. Glory of God to conceal a thing. Take back your power now. Tower Magdalene or René drag queen. So he thought drag queen like this. but it's more like to drag the queen. That's why Jesus told me to keep running. Maggie Prai Ranui say, I have long hair because that is how my people do. I am Indian, no line. Keep making up lies. Did Jesus put you up to this? Then I said, you look dumb because there is no lie. You just confirm you have long hair. At least you could have said racist. But no, you said I lied and then you confirm you have long hair. You are confused. And after that, they say that I try to hide stuff. In the title of this video, you said I was a drag queen. I don't dress up as a woman. I said in a video, I'm sure that John Quinton can have some fun with this. I said in a video that I have long hair. That is where you got that from. You didn't get that from God. How do you call yours? You call mine God. How do you call yours? You say that you're a goat. Goat, you know, they pertain to Satan. If you say you're a threat to the enemy, then do you think that Satan is not the enemy? Do you think that it's Jesus that is the enemy? What are you trying to say? A house divided cannot stand. You better agree together because it cannot stand. How is it that my cousin said that she was doing fine with smoke until she was pulled back over here? Until she was pulled back over here. And then I said to her, well, don't you see that every time that I show up in your life, it's not because I make things bad. It's because things were about to be bad. It's so precise, the timing, that it makes you think that I make things to go bad. But it was just because Jesus knew that it would be bad, and so he sent me just as it was about to get bad. So you would get a little bit of comfort from me. Because how is it that you said that it was going fine? Which means that it's not fine anymore. So it means that your relationship with Simon is pretty much to the end. And a season is 7 years, and you said it's been 7 years, and also Samuel had also is 7 years, and now he's changed for someone that he can say that he truly loves. So the reason why he was with the woman before that he was with was because of a sacrifice. He did it by sacrifice and obedience. Because I told him, keep your children, and then he kept his children and he kept with the relationship, but it was a sacrifice for him. He can testify of it. Okay, he knows what he's done, he knows what he's doing, and he is also recognizing that every punishment that coming his way at any time is well deserved. Okay, so Samuel, he can admit to his sin, and when his life is becoming like a nightmare, he knows that it's because of his sin. He knows that God is just, and he get the reward of his wrongdoing. He is clean in the front of God, with perfectly being recognizing justice. Okay, he recognized justice from the Lord God toward him, and also toward everybody else. So what makes a Christian different than an unbeliever is because admission, to admit to their fault, recognizing that they are judged, we are judged, everybody's getting judged. I had to go through those lawsuits. They could not say anymore, well, you judge others, but you yourself as the judge. I've been through the lawsuit. Talking about that when she didn't believe me about the 7 years long lawsuit. Now she did say 7 years. She even said 777 because, let me find back where it is. Oh, it's somewhere, okay? It's somewhere, it should be somewhere. I had it just now. Okay, it's right there. 3 months ago over a video, part 5. You know how much I love part 5? So, because 2016 to 2021 equals 7 years. I don't know what you're talking about because it was ongoing, even over the YouTube. That's why public. We are in 2024. You said what? And 2018 till 2021, also 7 years. Even though 2016, 2002, 2023 amounts to 7. 777, still not convicted 3 times. Still not convicted 3 times. So, not convicted over the first part, the second part, and the third part of the lawsuit. Ongoing. But now I knew that this year it had to end because for it to make really 7 years. So, you are understanding that my arguments hold, but yours don't. The painting is finished, it's exactly as it meant to be, as Jesus. No, he's not in pain. He's looking up and away from under his long hair. And then you said, is that John Quinton? I see showing us his tonsils with his tonsils with his mouth wide open. Nostrils? His nostrils? I don't know what a tonsil is. Maybe it's my vocabulary that's not high enough for you. Or could it be Quinton? Lol, long white hair. So there is really a competition over long hair. It's a match. But you call it too. The man, whomever it is, appears too prominent to miss. While I'm watching Joe's video, but no more it seems, featuring your lion, I'm unable to unsee it. Now I see merely the man Yao apart of the painting rather than the whole lion. At first, when you brought the painting, you said, don't look at the painting, don't comment over the eyes. It's just not part of the picture. Let's concentrate over the message. But then, after when people said, over your painting, look at your painting, then you were ready to send it to John Quinton. And trying to find back where you talk about failing to explain to me the voice over the balcony at Desjardins, not Sinaï. You say balcony at Sinaï. I don't know what happened over the voice at the balcony Sinaï. I remember about you telling me over the balcony at Desjardins. You have failed yet to explain why, when you were granted my couch to sleep on my living room overnight, you made it rampant like a snake through the threshold of my bedroom to lay by my side before sunrise while I slept at unaware. Well, if you go out of your bedroom, of dress, that it could be an invitation. And also, you were not honest with your response concerning the massage. So what is more believable? The way you answer me back concerning the massage with the note on your back and saying that you wanted to verify if I could cure you, or you know, the gunshot from a sniper over a, you know, they said that he's, because he turned his head at the last minute, that it grazed his ear. He turned his head at the last minute. But you know, my own dad here was talking to me about the reports that he hearing from the television, and he was saying that it was laughable because they say that, and they showed that a lot of civilians were pointing with their fingers over the snipers, and the cops would not see those snipers over the roof, but the civilians were able to see them, and that's why they could not have an intervention before they started to shoot. The regular spectator and civilian had spot the snipers and pointing fingers, but the people paid for security were not able to see them. But you know, he turned his head at the last moment. That's why the sniper was not able to get a clear shot. Well, what is more believable? This story or the explanation answer from regarding the massage? I'm asking you, okay, because here you have l'affaire ketchup. L'affaire ketchup, it means that everything is fine, everything's fulfilled, everything's perfect, all is good. Ketchup is the will of Jacob, is going as the left hand as to the right hand. With my faith, mustard seed. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible to you. Samuel made another prediction about you, Marianne. I wonder if it will come true as always. Yes, I hear you. You say you never wanted that, you never wanted that, but I believed it. I believed it. If it was an accident, you would have changed the title. It was on purpose. Of course it was on purpose. When you're doing your stuff, make Guy Pride, is it not all on purpose? Everybody's doing on purpose. And then after that, Jesus is doing what he will with our intention. How the attempted of Donald Trump unfold? Well, I think it unfolds like this.
Hello, Caleb. I'm gonna do your style. I'm gonna do. I love the music. I don't get you the other style. Get up on. Fuck you.
Oh my God! I can't believe Donald Trump is dead. Oh my God! He's alive.
Ah, shit, I grazed his ear. Fuck! Ah.
Hello, Caleb. I'm gonna do your style. I'm gonna do. I love the music. I don't get you the other style. Get up on. Fuck you.
Oh my God! I can't believe Donald Trump is dead. Oh my God!
Puppet show. A bunch of rats. Oh, another rat here.
Well, do you not think in the next Earth that's prepared, there's not going to be a woman that's just for war, right? Well, do you not think in the next Earth that's prepared, there's not going to be a woman.
There's going to be women. It says there would not be any more sea. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Doesn't say here that there was no more woman. There was no more sea. Jonathan Clegg need to change his lexicon.
And a new earth, a new heaven and a new earth, right? In Genesis, have you read earth, right? In Genesis, have you read?
Is it like serpent's tongue flicking?
Earth, right? In Genesis, have you read that? And the host of them was prepared. The heaven and the earth, and the host of them. It says a group regularly organized for war, right? Well, do you not think in the next earth that's prepared, there's not? Do you not think in the next earth that's prepared, there's not going to be a woman that's clothed in a host body and disguised? Of course there is. It's the glory of Elohim to conceal. It's the honor of it's clothed, prepared. Right? Well, do you not think in the next earth that's prepared, there's not going to be a woman that's clothed in a host body and disguised? Of course there is.
Okay, no, sorry. So he said there will be women. And they will be clothed? I hope they will be clothed.
For war, right? Well, do you not think in the next earth that's prepared, there's not going to be a woman that's clothed in a host body and disguised? Of course there is. It's the glory of Elohim to conceal. It's the honor of kings to search it out. Now, let me just show you something fascinating. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman, and it means to come into being, to arise, to be assembled, to be taken, to be turned, was clothed with the sun. And the word sun here is really important. It says east. That's where life comes from. I'm sorry about that dark color right there.
So this one was from you. Wait, not from you. This was for you. An attack from Jonathan Clegg. Okay, because he's listened to our testimony, both of us. And Kelly, when you were talking about the East, then that's why Jonathan Clegg put it in dark color and saying, I'm sorry for the dark color. It's very important. I'm sorry for the dark color. So it was another darts in your direction, Kelly.
To being, to having a woman, and there appeared a great wonder in having a woman, and it means to come into being, to arise, to be assembled, to be taken, to be turned, was clothed with the sun. And the word sun here is really important. It says east. That's where life comes from. I'm sorry about that dark color right there. East. Like when the Lord's from. It says east. That's where life comes from. I'm sorry about that dark color right there. East. Like when the Lord took me to the cemetery, and he had me look at that one headstone that said Gallagher. It was facing east, the beginning of life. All the other ones were facing west. Gallagher means descendant of a foreign helper. That was one of the craziest miracles. Those rocks up there from that. Okay.
Interesting fact. At Desjardins, my cousin was living right next a big cemetery. I mean, appearing of way through in all your video, you showed your face showing the same type of spiritual influence Jonathan Click had. He's talking about the cemetery. You were living right next to a cemetery. The thing with the off. I told you there's those 7 spirits unclean, and then you just say, shut up. Keep to yourself. First they say it's Jesus the painting, and then after that they say John Quinton. Well, you said, is that John Quinton? So you did fuel this ego tube because John Quinton was saying that he's the only begotten son of the Father, presenting himself as such. And then you look at you see Mary Piri saying this is Jesus over the painting, and then you say, is it not John Quinton I see showing us his tonsil nostril with his mouth wide open? When I said you asked for it, you're just trying to be positively making jokes, but you know, sometimes you get children because of those jokes. So you double check everything. You should triple check everything, because today you're part of the story. You are in the dead center of the story, and I'm not talking about Sniper here. I must have done some awkward hand movement at some point or fidgeted with my fingers. You did much more than this. Flipped my hair. You described how you got out from your bedroom. That would be very much in thing. What are you doing still over the couch? It baffles me how you recover with a spin and keep coming back for more. Well, that was 3 months ago. 3 months ago you put it like this. But just a couple weeks ago you were saying that you went out from the maze, and then you were prudent and you entered back in the maze. It baffles me how you recover with a spin and keep coming back for more, like a masochist, I guess. So you are describing really how when you speak to me, you are speaking to you. Okay, here's it is, okay? Back then, 2014, when sat with the Arling star on the balcony over Sinaï, but it was not Sinaï, it was Desjardins. So was it another different instance when you did hear voice? There's still some mystery. You know, the mystery with the muffin, still unsolved. The mystery with the voice, still unsolved. So you say you go away. Then you come back. You're telling me shut up. But don't you want to tell me what I need to know? And then after that, I will have no more words. It was not Balcony Sinaï, it was Balcony Desjardins. This is how I'm going to title the video to get your attention about what I want to know. The voice I heard told me to reject my cousin, Star, and strongly insisted I be overly mean to him in doing so. I chose to ignore that specific and try to go easy on him, Star. That's the mistake I made that has me being punished over and over, being defiant. Until I've learned the lesson, I guess. Well, you just have to tell me, okay? Those fantasy of yours, you hid somewhere over your video. You did fantasize about me late at night? Well, how is it then if it's not the truth? You posted over videos many months old that nobody could find except for me, because you know I could find them, those messages that you hid as you were fantasizing during the night time, and you were posting over your page because you look at this YouTube thing like your agenda. So, and you know that your agenda, well, it's supposed to be private and secret, but there's always somebody to find out. You remember, Frank, how he told me about your agenda, so I would not have to find myself because I wanted to respect your privacy. But Jesus knew that what you wrote in your agenda about the good man, it had to be known. It could not keep a secret. Jesus caused Frank to look in your agenda to tell me about it. Jesus did it. Jesus caused you to keep the window open for the cat to go out. Jesus led Danny Lavoie to record himself with my camera after he said that he would use what I would bring to your house for his own gain. Jesus did it. He is the Lord of hosts. So he's using his host, and all the people are his hosts. There's no, you know, I said he made enemies to himself, but also they are his hosts. Who can play him? I'm the only man that you had offered yourself to sleep with and turned you away. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. 3 times you gave me hints, more than clear, and then I turned you away. I'm the only man who did this. Any other man that you offered yourself, they did go for it. No second thought. No hesitation. But what you did with all of them, you could not do with me. So I'm standing apart. And when you're going to hear about Kelly Barr's testimony, it's going to surprise you a lot. So I know that your recent activity is showing not no activity, but it's showing activity. Okay, your recent activity. You're pretty active. So you know what they say when someone is telling you're active. You know, active in the work. So the mystery surrounding the muffin, there's still no answer over there.
The muffin? My muffins! Who did this to you?
It almost looks like your apartment at Snae. How it was a bordel.
How big is apartment?
It's Snae. This is Snae, your apartment at Snae. Don't you recognize? Okay, what Ronnie was saying here, he's accusing me of lying. In the title of this video, you said I was a drag queen. I don't dress up as a woman. I said in a video that I have long hair. That is where you got that from. You didn't get that from God. What? But how could I know without nobody telling me when I went to visit my cousin at Sinaï and I did give her flowers, the highest qualities of daisies possible that I could buy, and I did without knowing it was her favorite flower. Who told me? It's my God. Okay, so my God told me. My bad, I meant to say you were dragging the Queen Marianne because of your soap opera episode and using programs to make her fashionable. If it was an accident, you would have changed the title. It was on purpose. Well, you edited your comment here because the way you posted the first comment without edited, it was more looking like well, I still got it actually. Okay, I'm going to be careful here. That's all? That's all you got to say to me? Okay, so from Maggie Pride. Let's see. Reply to your reply on René Franklin Maggie's comment. I will accept that response, change the title then. Okay, so you really want me to change the title? Here, you put it like this. It's dead. If it was an accident, you would have changed the title. It wasn't purpose. I will accept that response, change the title then. And then instead, if it was an accident, you would have changed the title. It wasn't purpose. I will accept that response, change the title then. Don't worry, be happy. Lol, you wish it's too late for change. These fake hypocrite, okay, I'm still over the same video here. These fake hypocrite Jesus followers all do this shit. They lie and make fun of others but claim to follow the way he taught. What a joke these motherfuckers are.